Hello again, gamblers, cardists, and magicians. It's time for another playing card deck unboxing and review video. Today these cards are coming to us from Vanda Playing cards and David Goldklang. These are going to be their Earth cards from the Planet series of their Vanda Artist series. These are the third in that series, and they are going to be one of their nicest decks. So let's open this box up and take a look at what's inside. Okay, this is the Earth deck in the Planet series from their Vanda Artist series. This will be the third deck in a series of 8 decks, and there's a lot of great features on this deck that we will jump into as soon as we get this open. So let's quit wasting time and talking and get this deck open. Alright, this is one beautiful deck of cards. The tuck box is printed by Clove Street Press, and it is on some black, matte black cardstock. It has a holographic green foil with some white foils on there as well. And there will be an interior foil that we'll take a look at, and it's also embossed. We can take a look at some of the embossing there. The little spaceship is embossed. If we can catch the light right, we can see the embossing on the detail work, embossing on the back. On the front of the box it says third deck of an original series, The Planets. This is Earth from Stellar Playing Cards, produced by Vanda Playing Cards. And their logo down there with Earth right there front and center. Some nice scroll work and awesome details on this. Get a good close look at this fine artwork and printing by Clove Street Press. I really like the holographic green foil. It's kind of a neat look. On the side it says Vanda Artist Series with their website vandacards.com. On the other side we have the continuation of an image that when you put all 8 decks together it will create a planet. This is the top part of the planet with a field of stars above it. On the bottom there's some ad copy for the artist Srđan Vidakovic or Vidakovic. He is from Serbia and he has designed all the cards, all the decks in this series. On the top it says The Planets with some nice scroll work and embossing. And on the back we've got the representation of the back of the playing cards. There's a lot of scroll detail on here, a couple of spaceships, an Earth kind of logo there with Earth in the middle. You can see one of the continents on there. A lot of scroll work, a lot of embossing on here as well. Very nice details. Let's open this up and take a look inside. On the inside flap it says The Planets with a little green foil spaceship. As we open it up inside, on the 2 small flaps there's a couple spaceships with some white foil stars on the inside. On the inside of the tuck we can see planet Earth, and the stars continue also inside that tuck case. Makes it really neat, a neat conversation piece. Right out of the box we are greeted with an ad card for the artist Srđan Vidakovic and Vanda Artist Series. You go to the website here, you can get some more information about the artist. The second card we have is a map card. This will be a map of the solar system. This will be the Earth card. When you get all 8 cards put them together, it will create a map of the solar system. It's a really neat feature they have in this card series. And of course the first card is the Ace of Spades. And the pips are going to be all very much the same pips that we've seen from all the other decks. We get here to the court cards and we have human representations of the traditional court cards. These are going to be very nicely illustrated in the same manner as the other decks of cards that we've seen in the series. the ace of diamonds. Again, same type of pips with a star inside each pip with a nice sized indice on there. Not too big, not too small. The jack of diamonds. Queen of diamonds. And the king of diamonds. These court cards are very reminiscent of the bicycle court cards. Nice placements of all the pips. Nice large pip for the aces. That's one thing that I like, is when they make a large pip for the aces and don't keep it, you know, the same size. They actually kind of explode it out and make it bigger. Suicide King of Hearts. Queen and Jack. Let's take a look at some detail on these. Artwork is very well done. And going down here to the Ace of Hearts, again with a star in the heart. And lastly, we have the Jokers. Now we have the Court Jester here for our Joker at Earth, which is typical of the standard Jokers. And then we have representation of Earth, which is a tree, which represents the fact that we have life on this planet. Very nicely done deck of cards. The backs are very much similar to the back of the tuck case. A lot of scroll work, a lot of details on here. We have the planet Earth. You can see some of the continents there. Starfield with spaceships. Flying saucers, if you will. These decks of cards may look like they are a two-way deck, but if you look closely, you turn it upside down, now Earth is upside down. So this is really a one-way deck of cards, but leaving out the planet in the center, they will be a two-way deck. We can see that it is a one-way. Very subtle. And with every deck in this series, that is the way they are. A very subtle one-way deck. Let's take a look at these in a fan. They fan out rather nicely. They look really nice in a fan. The borders are not too big, not too small. Nice green color going around. Let's fan out the faces. On a nicely done fan, the indices will show up rather nicely and make for a good looking fan there. Looks like they did print the deck. Or did they? Let's see how they spring out of the box. Yes, they spring rather nicely. Not much effort has to be put into making these cards spring. The edges seem to be nice and smooth. Not too much polishing needs to go into these. They've done a really good job at cutting this deck for the custom deck of cards. These cards are printed by USPCC, and they have a nice feel to them. Not too thin, not too thick, nice and snappy. They are embossed. We can see the embossing there. They are printed on their bicycle stock to make for some nice one-handed fans. Let's see how these cards fare. Rather nice. Very good. Snap right in there. Poker night with your buddies would be great with these cards. Magic tricks for a crowd would be fantastic for these as well. And also, these cards will be great for cardistry, if you can do cardistry, which I really can't. So there you have it, folks. That is the Earth deck in the Planet series by Vanda Playing Cards. You can find these cards at vandacards.com, or you can find them at your favorite online playing card retailer. This is a great deck of cards and a fine addition to any playing card collection. Thanks a lot for watching, everybody. See you at the next review. Bye-bye.